So we worked on the loft this past 2 weeks. By the way, we're back again. 2 weeks, like we said, 2 weeks.
2 weeks and like 3 days.
Look,
4 days.
we'll
We'll get it right eventually.
yeah. It's about 2 weeks. It's good enough. It's close enough.
Although,
Yep.
what did we do since the last vlog?
All right. So starting with, like you said, 2 weeks and 3 days, we got a big old box truck so that we could get $1,000 in wood and bring it all back here.
Don't remind me.
Yeah. It wasn't that much wood, but it was a lot of wood. And so that we could build the deck. And the rest of the week was really that. 2 weeks.
Yeah, the rest of the 2 weeks was that. The last vlog we ended on, so we got some things. And I said that we got the X-Carve, which we did. It's sitting over there. We've not had an opportunity to mess with that because for the better part of 2 weeks, we've been building our storage loft. So someone in this community that we're a part of, this community called We Like to Make Stuff, this group of online makers, a lot of content makers, but also just a lot of people who own businesses or who are woodworkers or who make a variety of stuff, including us. One of our friends in this group, a couple people gave us suggestions on how to build this loft. Because I posted out online, I said, hey, I have the space, we need storage, here's what I want to do. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm essentially building a deck, but inside. Am I right? How should I approach this? Please give me your information. And a bunch of people came out to help us. They gave me a bunch of information. Some guy who literally builds decks for a living gave a bunch of info on what to do, what not to do, what to use. And then one person in particular went above and beyond and literally drew up like a schematic, said, build it like this, use these things, here's what to do, here's everything you need, go get it.
Yeah, you can tell we don't do it very often because we call the blueprint a schematic.
Hashtag
Oops.
hobby engineer.
Also, it can't be stated enough, we have no clue, and so can you, which is our whole, what did we say? It's our ethos, it's our way of life, it's the kind of the central idea behind everything we do at Making It Up. Because none of us have done any kind of contracting work. None of us has built houses or decks. The closest I came when I was growing up, we resurfaced a deck, but we didn't build it. We just put wood on it with an existing frame. So that doesn't really count for anything.
What I've always said is that it's not only our philosophy, but it's our motto. We have no clue, and so can you.
And it's a way of life, right? Like, we continually do things that we have no idea how to do. It never stops us from doing something. It just means you have to do the research first.
Okay, you can resume now. I just thought there should be some clean video
Of a bottle opening?
Look, we're sitting here talking about our bullshit while drinking.
I guess that's true.
All right, so let's go back to the build.
Yeah.
Which we really didn't even like get into. So,
No.
You were saying that we went to the store and we bought a ton of lumber, more lumber in a single purchase than ever before.
Right.
Because like
It was all 2x6s and 4x4s. It was just a lot of them and of various different lengths. And then we bought a bunch of OSB. And other than that, and well, the binders, which were specially made joist hangers and a couple of other things like that. and then the specially made screws. That's it. That's all the parts. And then it was cutting things to length, which was kind of a bear because absolutely nothing anywhere in our space is square or even or level to anything else in our space anywhere.
Which is kind of any room or any house or any building you've ever been in, but this space in particular is special.
Yeah.
Because not only is this building like 109 years old, but the walls, no offense, were built by some cabinet makers, which is a scale that they generally don't work on.
And it's not, well, the request of them was to get it done as fast as possible. And it's a shop, so like making it 1,000% accurately, everything 16 on square and all that kind of stuff was secondary to getting them up, right?
That said, the east wall is legit round. So we got all the lumber delivered, and that was like a whole day because we had to rent a truck because none of us own a truck that can carry 16 feet of lumber or several hundred pounds of wood that everything came in. So we had to rent a truck. So all that got delivered. And then we started construction. And like I said, we had some great friends and we like to make stuff. And they gave us essentially everything we needed to do. Now, I found out how not square or straight or level or anything the shop is by creating a blueprint of everything so that I knew how the lengths of boards I needed to cut. And we use that as kind of our like guiding whatever for all the cuts we made and all the lengths we purchased. And then it was just a matter of putting it up. We put up, in the shop is 2 large 10 by 10 wooden columns that is part of the original structure of the space. And we started there because I assumed correctly, thankfully, that those are the strongest parts of the entire space. So we built the first joists around the columns because I expected that was going to be the strongest part of the entire structure, right? Like number one, the 10-inch columns that are here, part of the structure. Number two, the walls we built. And when we were building them, we talked to the people that share the space with us about our plans and our intentions. We're going to build the storage loft, so these need to be really built to code, really built strongly, because they're going to support a lot of weight. So they knew that, and we helped put it all up. So we started there, and we kind of worked inwards. And again, nothing in this building is straight or square or plumb or level. So we just kind of guessed.
Well,
we made it work.
Yeah.
We made it straight.
So the way it ended up working for most of it was it was convoluted. Once we got the joists in on either side of the columns, what we would do is we would take the measurement of everything is 16 on center, so you measure in the right amount, and we made a jig for that. You measure in the right amount, and you measure on the wall and on the header that's on the other end from the right point to the right point, and that was the approximate measurement.
Yeah, because our design that we were given called for all the headers to be sistered up, which means there's two boards basically on the perimeters all around it, which everyone I've shown photos to of this thing since we built it, everyone said, oh, that's really over-engineered, that's really overbuilt. But
which is if you look at anything in our shop, it's all really over-engineered and it's all really overbuilt. Most of it well, I guess this is no exception, all of it in ignorance, right?
Yeah.
We could have built the tables less, but we wanted them to be sturdy as fuck. And they are, but they're still probably over-engineered. But they were the first things I ever designed, and I wanted to make sure that they were sturdy, so I over-engineered them. This is over-engineered because it's made to code for literally a deck.
So headers and joists and everything.
And to make sure that we made everything as square as possible and also took as much of the bend out of the 2x6s as we possibly could, because we bought them at Home Depot and every single one of those was as square as the rest of the building. We worked from the outside into the middle.
Yeah. Red Human, insert the meme of this is the tree that all the Home Depot lumber came from. Right here. So we put the joists in, and that took a couple days because we could only work so much, and we only work here in the evenings. All of your guys' support really means a lot to us because it helps us do the show and build the shop and everything. So then we got it built, and then we had to move everything up, and I am continuously shocked at how much stuff we have. Because, it took us 30 minutes to move everything up into the storage space. And, it's maybe half full, and we still need to organize it. We need to put shelving up there. We need to make the stuff more easily accessible. But God, we got so much stuff. But the fact that we have 200 square foot of storage in the shop means that we don't have to have an external storage unit, means that we can be able to get to our molds and our past projects and things like that a lot more easily. So we just got to get up there and organize it and move things around and yeah. So yeah, that's been basically the last 2 weeks. We have worked on a couple of things here and there, but really no significant progress on anything other than the loft. But that's done at this point, so we can finally start moving on to more exciting things. Because we have MomoCon coming up in basically 2 months, which will be a lot of fun.
Jesus Christ, it is May.
So aside from building, has anything exciting happened? Have you done any stuff? Normally in podcasts, this is the part of the show where so what have you been listening to? Who have you been watching?
No. We can just, no.
Okay. Well, that's a good bit. Well, I finally got my maker knife. This is I backed the maker knife at the founder level. It took a while for us to get all of them because essentially these were the first the special 150. They could only make them once. They got held up in customs. It was a bunch of shit. But they got sent out finally. It's funny that the first 150 backers were the last 150 to get them, but I'm not complaining. But it's really cool. I'm really happy that I supported the project. Our friend Giaco, they're still selling them. So if you would like to get your own maker knife, they are these very nice utility blade knives. If you would like to get one, we'll put a link down in the description, I guess. They're really cool, and I'm really glad that I got them. I'm really glad that I supported our friend. I supported the project. They're very nice. They're very unique. So yeah, I finally got this. I got this last week, and it's been really cool. I'm glad that I got it.
But it doesn't open a bottle.
It does not open a bottle, thankfully.
So it's one of the things that, for those of you who don't know, one of the things that makes this so unique is this is the mechanism right here, and you push it out like that. And I don't have anything to demo it right now, but it's it holds perfectly tight. You can totally use this with all your, you can do whatever you need to with it. And when you're done and you want to close it, but as long as your finger is not in here, it's locked. So it's a very, very unique mechanism that almost seems magic.
It's very cool.
Very cool.
So yeah, that was the last 2 weeks, I guess, right?
Hey guys, it's the Red Human. I just wanted to point out that they forgot to mention that we went to the Atlanta Woodworking Show. It was a lot of fun and we had a great time. Unfortunately, we didn't get a lot of footage for you guys, but yeah, back to the video.
Yep.
We will have a lot exciting coming up. So now that the loft has been built, not that building the loft is not exciting, it is literally game changing. We have so much more space to work now. Elliot will have room to build out the wood shop so we can do a lot more woodworking projects.
That'll be a post MomoCon build. That'll be something that I really start with after MomoCon when I have some time to really think about how that's going to happen.
But yeah, the storage space was like the big shop build. Like, in a lot of ways, I feel like we've been kind of spinning our wheels for the past few months, and now we are going to be in full production mode. So I'm going to finish up the Quake Champions rocket launcher. There's not that much of that left. We have a couple of projects for MomoCon. I'm definitely going to get the X-Carve running. I'm going to get the laser cutter running. There's going to be a lot of really cool things happening.
Yep.
So.
That's be it.
Nope. So now that we're at the end of the video, Elliot, do you want to do introductions?
Hello, everybody. My name is Elliot. This is Michelle. And behind the camera, as always, we have the Red Human. And we're making it up. That's who we are.
Yep. You gotta be on top of that.
Yep.
Hold on a second. Jeff, try that again.
And that's our good shop friend, Jeff.
If you guys would like to check us out, we are live right now at twitch.tv/makingitup.
It's not right now.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
God, we have to do this every fucking time?
Yeah.
We're not doing it every time.
We'll see you guys on Twitch.
Actually, we literally are live right now on Twitch.
Exactly.
We'll see you guys on Twitch.